Welcome everyone into this new tutorial. In this video, we're going to see how we can create this digital planner and sell that into Etsy by using the Canva application. Now, you don't have to worry about that if you don't have any kind of money, if you want to use Canva for free. Now, in my case, I do have Canva Pro, but I'm going to be using tools that can be used for a Canva free account, so you don't have to worry about that. But it's actually really worthy to try the Canva Pro application. For that reason, I'm just going to leave you a link down below in the description, guys, just for you to sign up here into Canva, and you can try this Canva Pro 7 days for free, guys. So let's begin. Alright, so the first thing that I did is to went into etsy.com, and here I tapped for digital planner. So I don't want to copy paste. I just want to inspire myself to see how these things are done, how this thing has been promoted, and see if I can do something a bit much more interesting or something much better. So as you can see, here's the digital planner of mid-year undated October freebie. Okay, this is what we saw a few seconds ago. As you can see, there are like a few videos as a gifts, so we can promote that. And I'm gonna scroll down on dated digital planner. As you can see, there are a bunch of sales here: 4,000 sales, 5,000 sales, 10,000 sales, all in one digital bundle. So I'm gonna click into this Etsy video. So as you can see, the highlights of this specific thing is that this is the digital file type is for PDF. So you can choose a different template. For example, as you can see, this person is selling a lot of projects, and here I'm going to scroll up, and here are some templates that you can choose. If you're willing to buy one of those or more than that, you can choose that. As you can see, there are a bunch of options that you can choose. Now, that's the great part of making this digital sales. If you create a template and then you create another one, you have that template for as long as you want. So if someone wants to buy something, and at the end of the year, you might be having like 120 templates to sell, right? So now that I have something like an idea of how we can start creating here our digital planner of the 2022, let's say 2023, because the year is about to become to an end. So what I want to focus in here is into three important things. Number one is the hardcover. Number two is like the introduction cover, which is actually looking like this. And the number three, guys, is actually the content of my pages. So for example, let's say that I'm going to go into Canva. First of all, I'm going to create a design. You want to choose first the A4 document, because if you want to have this as a printable file, you can do that. In my case, I want to stick around because this is a digital planner, right? So I'm going to add 3 pages in here. So I'm going to have 3 pages in here. I'm going to name those. For example, the first one is going to be my hardcover. The second one is going to be my introduction cover. The third one is going to be my calendar. And the fourth one is going to be all my notes, my weekly notes. Let's say, for example, I'm going to choose monthly planner. I'm actually going to put this before the number 4, right? What you want to do is to customize all of these files. For example, once you have your hardcover, it is actually not that hard to make some templates for each one of these pages, because actually if you have one design, you can apply those to the whole pages, so you don't have to do this one by one, so it won't be like too much work. I'm going to show you how we can do this. Now, I'm going to choose the hardcover because this is the most, let's say, pretty hard. It's not that hard. It's just taking a few times. It's just taking like a few minutes to create your artwork. I'm just gonna make this really quick, and I'm not going to over speed past this video, so you can see I can do this really simply planner. So I'm gonna choose this symbol. You can go into the search anything from Canva. You can go into logo, go into some graphics, and for example, I want to look for Saturn, and I found this one. If you want to use another one, you can choose anyone. Just remember to don't use this one that says Pro, because it's only for the Pro version, right? But now, after I have that, I want to make this a little bit more on the upper side, like this. And I'm going to create a text. And let's say I want to put in here my yearly planner. Why am I choosing space? Because actually I saw a lot of planners and they are looking to let's say for example too professional. I want to make something for teenager stuff, right? So if you want to do something else, you can totally do that, but in my case I want to stick around with this options. Now I'm gonna go ahead and look for a good font like this. So once I like this one, I'm gonna make this white and I'm gonna change my background color for something more darker. Not that dark. I'm gonna choose something like maybe some purple. All right, there we go. Now what I want to do is to go into my elements and go into star templates. Now I have a hardcover. If I go back into my pages, now I have a template that I can choose, that I can use in order for making my digital template. So in this case, I can go back into my first page. I can copy this page and I can paste that in here. So lastly, what I can do is to delete this item and put everything in here. Now, for example, I'm going to choose all these colors and I'm going to try to use, if you want to use the same color, you can do that. If you want to use another one, for example, something like this to create some variation into your digital planner, you can do that. In my case, I'm going to stick around with something blue, but a little bit more darker like this. I'm going to do the same thing with all the pages. I think so. And if you don't want to have a color inside, but you want to have just a border, let's say for example this color, and choose the white color for the border only, not the fill in successfully. So here we are. I'm going to copy paste this text. So I'm going to put in here notes, for example. Right. So now we have successfully done the introduction section. Now, if I go back into my pages, as you can see, we're now having a lot of things already successfully done. Now, if there's something that you don't like, for example, I want to have some pop-up notes. I don't think it would be as easy as to write inside this background. It would be just as easy as to create here a filament section and change the colors of my notes. So I can just drag that in here real quick. And I can create a new line, for example, and I can create a new square like this, move that to the back and change the opacity, the transparency, so I can write much more better. So I'm gonna change the transparency here as well. Now in here, what I just did is to copy and paste a monthly calendar so I can import that in here. Now I'm going to change the transparency just a little bit like this. And let's say that I want to copy and paste this option. And let's say that January. Make this just a little bit more smaller and put it in here. You might be wondering, you might be thinking that this is like too easy. This is not looking like too professional, or this is like just like a very square project. We need to have much more elements like we're looking here. But what I'm doing in this tutorial is to show you what I'm doing, show you how you can do all these layouts, all these templates. So after you finish those, you can just download those and go into Etsy and start selling your toes. So if I choose become a seller, it will be sending me, it will be redirecting me into the listing section so I can add a new listing. So what I want to do is to upload here my file, my image. I want to go into edit image, smart mockup, and choose laptop or phone number 1. I'm gonna stick with phone number 1, and this is how it's going to be looking our template. So I go back into my listing, I select my mockup, I put it in here, and I drag that as a primary option. So I'm gonna adjust my thumbnail, something like this, and this is how it's going to be looking. So as you can see, it looks so much more professional, and we can take advantage of this mockups so really well into Etsy. So there you have it, guys. I just showed you how you create this digital planner using Canva, and I just used free tools, so there's no excuse for creating a lot of things into Canva, and you can do so much more things than only digital planners and sell that into Etsy, guys. So hopefully this was a very useful video for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more about this creating design tools. Thank you so much again for watching the video, and hopefully guys, we'll see you next time.